Alright, welcome back to our episode of Kira Kira. In the previous episode, we all went to the beach, had good old fun, some, classic fan service that beach episodes usually go. Had some food with some nice people, had a nice walk at Kashiwara, and then she dropped a confession bomb, and now we're here, back on the road. Morning comes as if last night never happened. I wake up as the temperature rises in the van while the girls are still sleeping in the tent. I turn the handle and open the window to wind the air. The car does not have to be started to open the window because it's an old car. I think what happened last night must be a dream, but I found the crumpled tissues in my pocket. Oh yeah, they surely remind me it wasn't a dream. Even though I remember it, I don't feel too good. I feel like I ate too much and have indigestion. The gist of the good confession and the bad confession are mixed in my head, and they bring me a weird feeling. I ask myself what to do next. I don't feel normal. Since she said she loved me, she doesn't feel distant anymore, including her illness. Oh yeah, am I too immature feeling this way? I get out the car and quietly dump the ball of tissues into the trash can nearby. I put my hand deep into the trash can, pushing some garbage aside. Somebody with a keen sense could notice what it is, so I had it securely. I may look like I'm picking the garbage. Pathetic. I can't understand why a beautiful girl like Kashiwara said she loved me. I put my hand through the opened window and pick up a bottle of drink. Hopefully not from the trash. As I drink the lukewarm tea in the ocean breeze, I see the girls creeping out of the tent. Kirari finds me and calls me, then waves at me. I answer her with just a small wave. Kashiwara is behind Kirari, and she is also smiling at me. I feel embarrassed. As I avoid their eyes, I step behind the embankment, and then I remember another important thing from last night. Yes. Kashiwara and I kissed. Balsy of her. Wow. She decided to do that on her own. Very ballsy of her. Kira. I'm spacing out even though I'm not particularly dwelling on anything. People are talking in front of me, but nothing reaches my mind. We performed at this beach yesterday and there were some local musicians. Oh yeah, that's you! People liked it, and there were some local musicians among the audience. Afterwards, they brought their instruments and we did an instant battle of band session. And we made a scene until the manager of the beach came out to stop us. Later, we talked with the musicians we had fun with, and decided to do a street performance somewhere today. And I'm in the middle of that conversation, I guess. I vaguely remember we started talking about the specific location for the performance, but I can't remember the rest. Kirari is right next to me and Kashiwara is next to her. I try not to be cautious about her, but the more I try not to be, the more I am. I have to behave normal. I repeated that in my head too many times, I'm totally not acting normal.
ちょっと、ぼんやりしてないであんたも会話に参加してよ。
That conversation. Jenny complains at me, but I don't think I should because I haven't really been listening. Honestly, I really don't care about the conversation. So I just chuckle like a dork. Alright. Well, I don't have any opinion. Decide whatever you want, I trust you guys. I make a disinterested comment. Even so, it's not fun to space out like this forever. I do understand if it was me who told her I loved her and she said yes. But it was her who did that to me? It's pathetic to be this way just because of that. I'm disappointed at myself for being such a normal guy. Maybe I'm not as good at handling women as I thought. I always thought Kashiwara was pretty, but I never thought of her that way. She isn't the type of a girl I can imagine getting involved with. But after she confessed to me, I can't stop being conscious. But even so, I can't space out forever. I have to collect my thoughts. If I can't figure out my own feelings, then I won't know what to do, how to react. I realize I'm in self-mortification mode, totally ignoring what's going on in front of me. I'm simply happy, that's for sure. I'm simply glad that she said she loved me. Yet, and I know this isn't very polite, but I think her emotion is untrue and based on the lack of experiences of such a world. That's what my calm part of my brain thinks. In movies and novels, it's usually the case when a rich girl who doesn't know much about this world gets out of her cage. She gets trapped by an unworthy man. And if it were a story, it would end in a heist with a happy ending. But that isn't the case in reality. She may love me for now, but after she finds out more about this world and man, her emotion will dissipate naturally. And when it happens, it'll be a really bland ending. I'm not underestimating myself, but thinking calmly, I don't think I can beat all the great guys she'll meet in their future environment. So even if she says she loves me now, there is no future from there. And she just said she loved me? We didn't talk about going out or anything? How should I behave in a situation like this? I guess it's like this. It's the same as a musician telling the audience he loves them from the stage, right? Even if he said that, no fans would come to his house later with the marriage document. Alright, I'll simply accept her love, but I won't answer any physical demands from her. I'll go with that direction. Anyway, she has a weak constitution. I should treat her with kindness and a good amount of likability without thinking of weird things. I finally figured out what to think. I feel relieved and back to normal. So, I look at her with determination, but my heart pounds and I feel embarrassed. Shoot, I'm still an amateur. Well, I'm not getting good myself. Everybody has finished talking about the details of the street performance, and they're just chatting. I joined them from there.
ここまで来たとだけん、沖縄まで行った方がよかですよ。
That Kumamoto guy persistently recommends going to Okinawa. He keeps praising Okinawa. According to him, Okinawa is famous for producing many musicians. Its pop music is famous, but rock is also hot there. Okinawa is the birthplace of what people call Okinawan rock. Because of the people's decreasing interest in overall music, it's not that conspicuous. But all bands are still up and about. And there are many great indie bands there.
へえ、そうなんですか。沖縄って言ったらなんだかのんびりとした民謡だとか癒し系のまったりした平和な音楽のイメージが強かったな。ロックも有名だなんて。
Says Chiani. I feel the same way. I have to confess that this is the first time I heard the word Okinawan rock.
そら不勉強ばい。ばってん、コギャンバンドの名前くらいは知っとるど
They mentioned a few names, some of the bands I actually know. One of them is famous for selling a historical amount of copies as an indie band a few years back. I heard of them, even though I wasn't interested in bands back then, since they must be really big. I didn't know they were from Okinawa.
他にも沖縄から出らんで活動しよるヨカバンドもおりますよ。何しろ音楽が盛んだけん、広場に行けばすぐに路上ライブにも出くわすとですよ。俺たちのバンドも毎年夏は沖縄に合宿に行きますもんね。あたたちもいっぺん行くとよかですよ。
Karate lessons with twinkling eyes, but Chiani looks sullen. And I was just thinking without asking. We don't have the money. There's only money for return to Tokyo? We can't spend any more, so we decided this place is going to be our last destination.
あんなに言われたらなんか行きたくなっちゃうね。ねえちえちゃん、なんか方法ないかな。
As soon as we get our car to the street performance, Kirari asks Chiani from the side seat.
ちょっと難しいね。沖縄はカーフェリーで行くしかないんだけど、確かその値段って こから東京までフェリーで帰るよりも下手したら高かったんじゃないかしら。なんだか知らないけど沖縄に行くのって車運ぶ値段がすごく高いのよ。
それじゃあ無理だね。
Karate Sykes and Resignation?
沖縄行きたかったな。ねえサリナちゃん、沖縄行ったことある？
Karate turns around and asks Kashiwara sitting by my side.
行ったことないよ。とにかく海がすごく綺麗だってよく聞くけど。
そうらしいよね。料理もね、ゴーヤだとか豚肉の料理だとか美味しそう。日本一の長寿の県だそうだから、きっとサリナちゃんの体にもいいのにな。
Karate seems to have given up for now, but she still seems to want to go.
でも先立つものがないのは仕方ないから。
Kashiwara also looks regretful. I think she must be sad to see the end of this tour. But I believe you never experienced giving up something for a lack of money, have you?
そうでもないんですよ。うちの祖父は厳しいですから。小さな頃はお小遣いが足りなくて欲しいおもちゃとか買えなくてよく泣いてたものです。
Oh, your grandpa is admirable? Normally when people have a sick granddaughter, they do buy anything for her.
でも厳しすぎて子供の時はちょっと恨んでました。今では理解してますけれど。
Kashiwara says so a little grudgingly. I never expected to see her with that expression. She seems to have some childish part left. I guess a man at the top of a large company has a strict educational policy.
妙に感心してるのね。
Yeah, I think I should pay respect to somebody honorable and successful. As a man, I should pursue that kind of position.
事業家なんてあなたとは一番縁遠いところにいる人たちじゃん。
You never know. Maybe I can get a good position if I try. I might be more suitable for that kind of job than a usual one.
やったことないことってできるような気がしちゃうのよね。
She only laughs for a bit. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I feel that way for some reason. I doggedly stick to my views.
きっとそう思えるってことは何かあるんですよ。
Kashiwara kindly backs me. See, you do have an eye for people, not like somebody else.
そうですよ。
Kashiwara says so in joy, so I feel a bit embarrassed.
私も鹿くんは自分で何かをやるのが向いてると思う。人から物を教わるとか大嫌いだしね。勉強を教えてもすごいやる気なかったし。
And speaking of holding grudges, Gerard says so without recognizing the subtle atmosphere. I take a little time rearranging my face into my usual expression. Yeah, I don't want to follow the track that somebody else built. I want to go on a path that nobody has entered.
それってただ単に天の弱なだけだよね。
Shinny says something she shouldn't. Well, whatever. I simply comply. Isn't it okay to just overestimate yourself a bit when you're young? I'll see the consequences sooner or later anyways. AKA future problem.
それ本人が言うセリフじゃないよ。
Chiani heaves a sigh. Yeah, somebody else should for us, I guess. We followed the car of the local musicians to Kumamoto City, crossing bridges over Amakusa Islands. We park near the street where they usually perform. The sun is still up. They usually perform a bit later. But since nobody will complain about the noise anyway, they say it will be okay to do it from now. We get our equipment off the van and start setting it up. We've gotten used to this very much since we're doing it often. We smoothly set things up with well-organized procedures. Lastly, I brush off the sand from yesterday's performance, and we're all set. I haven't washed my face, so I go to the nearest faucet. Then I ask Chiani to put the makeup on, but she says she's too busy and pushes the makeup tools at me. What do I do with these makeup tools? Chiani tells me to learn how to do it myself, but I don't intend to live as a drag queen for the rest of my life. Thank you! But I do feel like I do give an in to something.
私がやりましょうか。
Kashiwara speaks to me when I was in trouble? Yeah. I stutter a little bit. Even a guy like me can't help being conscious, but Kashiwara looks normal, even though she's the one who confessed. She even looks more open than usual. She's wicked for telling that she loved me and staying calm that way. Please. I hand her the tools.
そこに座ってください。
As she says to sit at the sheet she has prepared. She faces me with the makeup tools. I do as she says.
前から思ってたんですけど、前島さんの肌って化粧のりがすごくいいですよね。
Kashiwara compliments something I don't really understand. Oh, is it? I'm glad. I make a non-committal reply. I have something that concerns me more. What are you going to do now that you've told me what you did? I can't stop thinking about you. I'm wondering if I should see that or not.
本当ですよ。
Well, you don't need to wonder, you already said it out loud. She says so with a subtle frown. But how many guys would actually be glad to have good skin for makeup? Well, I'm thinking the makeup is coming together. At last, Kashiwara stands back and looks at my face.
できました。
She happily appraises her work.
お疲れ様です。すごく美人になりましたよ。羨ましいです。
It's an honor to be complimented by you. But the way you said it sounded like she now.
そうでしょうか。でも、私も前島さんは美人だと思います。
Kashiwara smiles brightly as she says so. I see. Is that Wazowski? I feel confused when someone with such a bright smile tells me I'm beautiful. First of all, I squirm when somebody tells me I'm beautiful when I'm in drag. I know it's better than being told I'm ugly, but I can be frankly glad. Not frankly glad, but I become able to be a little glad for sure. When I was walking in town, some guys tried to pick me up without realizing I was cross-dressing. I felt disgusted at first, but lately I can laugh at them. I've become able to see the humor. And people turned around when I was walking in town. I was afraid they might have noticed I was cross-dressing, but lately I tend to think they may be interested in me as a girl. Honestly, it feels rewarding when that happens. I guess I've gotten used to this. This isn't good. I should get home soon and get back to my life as a man. The street performance is going well without any problems. I had to put it as without any problems because it sounds like I'm very jaded, but there's no other way to put it. But it's important that there's no problem because what we're concerned most about street performances is that we sometimes get police or neighbors complaining for not choosing the right place. It's good enough to be able to perform without any problems. Even though we're playing in the shade with enough water, we get exhausted quickly from the heat. We decide to take a break. And we're putting our equipment away to prepare for the night. An impressive car approaches us and stops right in front. By impressive, I don't mean an extreme lowrider or a noisy car. I mean it's luxurious. On the nose, it has an emblem that looks like a logo of a soda, and the body looks like a tank. I think I can see Kashiwara looking cautious from the corner of my eye. Somebody gets out of the car before I can make sure. The person looks in his mid to late 30s. Yoink. I can't tell the quality of a suit just by its look, but I still can tell what this man's wearing is expensive, and his hair is neatly combed. He's wearing a gentleman's smile on his face.
よかった。間に合った。
He speaks to Kashiwara. Do you know him? Kashiwara nods. In the back, I can hear the local band members are asking Chiani what's going on, and she's answering them.
箱入りの家を逃げ出してきたカッシーの知り合いと出会っちゃったみたい。
Chiani whispers. I guess she's right.
へえ。意外と本格的なバンドじゃないか。
The man looks over our equipment. Despite his current suit, he seems lightheaded.
インターネットにブログ作ってるよな。あれを見てきたんだ。ちょうど俺も熊本に仕事の用があってね。多分会えるだろうと思って。
Kashiwara keeps quiet while he's speaking. She seems surprised at what's going on.
サリナ、ギターは大事にしてるかい？
はい。
Kashiwara answers for the first time.
そうか。あれは絶対そばに置いて大事にしなきゃダメだよ。ギターってのは使ってた人間の魂がこもってるんだからな。本当だぞ。
はい。大事にしています。
Who is he? I whisper to Kashiwara.
この方は。
As she tries to answer, the man himself takes over.
俺は柏原裕二。そこのサリナの父親の弟だからおじにあたる。
Oh.
よろしく。
Nice to meet you too.
君のことは知ってるよ。シカコって言うんだろ。ブログに書いてあった。そっちの子はイスルギさん。この子はサリナの友達のキラリちゃんだね。初対面だけどそういう友達がいるって聞いたことある。はじめまして。
Kirari and Chiani bow when he greets them.
でもシカコちゃんってのは男だったんじゃないか。これは予想外だったな。
Yoink. Yuji-san says and laughs. Kashiwara finally opens her mouth.
事後連絡みたいな形になりましたけど、おじい様へは連絡もして旅の許可はいただいていて。
いや、そんなつもりで来たんじゃないって。
He waves his hand.
俺は咎め立てするためにやってきたわけじゃないんだ。あのサリナがそんなことをしでかしたってんで、どんなものなのかその様子を見に来たんだ。気になるじゃないか。これは快挙だからね。
快挙。
Kashiwara looks even more confused. I want to see something, but I can't open my mouth because I might see something to worsen the situation.
それにまあサリナのことに関しては俺も共犯みたいなもんだからね。まさか
That's pretty.
こんなにハマるとは思ってなかったけれども。
A person takes part in conspiracy. I'm a little bit confused about that, honestly. He chuckles meaningfully.
まあちょうど休憩みたいだし、夕食をご馳走しよう。バンドの皆さんも来るといい。そっちの人たちも来るかい？
Yay, free food. Food. I thought the Kumamoto guys would hesitate, but they can join happily. I don't know if it's because of the Kyushu boys' inspiration or because of the free spirit peculiar track musicians. Everybody joins in. He takes us to a Chinese restaurant that looks like a castle. We are shown to a reserved room with 2 tables. I open the menu and notice the price has 1 extra digit to what we usually eat. Their band's members get a table over there, and our band sits at the table with Yuji-san.
何でも好きなものを頼んでいい。
Even though he says so, I have to hesitate for this pricing. I'm fidgeting.
それならこっちにはフカヒレスープと北京ダックください。
じゃあ私はピータンと杏仁豆腐。
Just take a moment, the guys to get out of here, no conscience. That's what I was about to say. Do they have common sense? But thanks to them, I can order expensive stuff on the sly. I've always wanted to eat sparrow's nest. Hey, Kashiwara, is this abalone something good?
そうですね。私は似たようなものを食べたことありますけど、それは美味しかったです。
So maybe I should try that.
あんたはエビチリ好きじゃないの。今日は食べないの？
Shinya whispers to me. But since we're not paying, I don't have something more expensive. I whisper back. Oh. And sorry, we're trying to be slight. But he seems to hear everything. Your sense looks amused by our interactions. After another bordering the all still hard. I'm not. The food starts arriving. Let's go to that, and the noisy party begins. Every time to eat something, the guys at the other table make sure everyone knows what to think about it.
うめえうめえ。
Thank you. The dish table karate turns to rotating top for fun, and she gets scolded every time. It looks messy, so Chini and I look at each other, wondering if this is okay.
大丈夫でしょうか？
大丈夫、好きにしてくれ。こっちの個室は貸し切りだしね。迷惑とか考えなくていいよ。
What kind of person is your uncle? I quietly asked Kashiwara sitting next to me. I can tell he's a rich man of the Kashiwara family, but I can't tell what he does because he's young and lighthearted.
どういう人と言いますと？
What does he do?
詳しいところまでは私も知りませんが、ユージおじさまはホテル事業部の方で役員をなさっていると伺っています。
Oh, an executive of Kashiwara Group, huh? I know he's one of your blood relatives, but still that's admirable.
そりゃ親の七光って思うかもしれないが、これでも俺は結構働いてるんだぜ。
I didn't think of that, but nice. Yuji-san has sharp ears. He hears our conversation and laughs. I feel embarrassed, so I continue asking to amend the embarrassment. So, are you visiting Kyushu for location scouting of a new hotel or something?
それは企業秘密と言いたいところだけど、大した秘密じゃないからいいや。そうだね、その通りだ。
もし新しいホテルを作るんだったらすごく美味しいレストランを作った方がいいですよ。女の人はみんな食べるのが好きなんですから。
And all those girls have a name of Kirari. Kirari's eyes are twinkling.
まだ建てるかどうかはわからないな。まだ検討中だ。その他の意見はまあその通りだと思うよ。料理はホテルの大事な要素の一つだ。
ホテルができたら招待してほしいです。
Kirari's face is one of rapture. She must be imagining eating good food.
それにしてもサリナが思ったよりも元気そうでびっくりしたぞ。バンドツアーへ行くって言ってもてっきり日陰か何かに隠れて見守っているような立場じゃないかと思ってたんだがな。それがどうだ、汗だくになって熱気の中でギターを弾いてるじゃないか。一体どうしたんだ？改造手術でもしたのか？
Yuji-san widens his eyes with exaggeration.
それは私も自分のことながら不思議です。春に練習を始めた時から意外と大丈夫だって気がついてきて。
そういえば咳も全然してないじゃないか。
Yuji-san looks amazed.
きっとね、みんな臆病すぎてたんだよ。麦だってね、踏めば踏むほど強くなるんだよ。サリナちゃんもたくさん鍛えて麦みたいになるんじゃ。強く大地に根を張り、まっすぐに伸びて実をつける麦になるんじゃ。
Yoink. What did you quote?
私のセリフだよ。とにかく元気になっていろんなことができるって分かったのはいいことだよね。これからはきっとサリナちゃんの人生もすっごく楽しくなると思うんだ。
Kirara tells us happily as if she's talking about herself.
そうか。そういうこともあるものなのかもしれないな。
Yuji-san wears like a pure talk on his face. He probably knows about Kashiwara's illness, so I assume he can't believe it, but wants to believe it?
演奏はどうなんだい？ライブハウスとかでもやるんだろ？こんな箱売り娘がちゃんと務まってるのかい？
務まるどころか大人気ですよ。彼女はうちの看板ギターですから。これだけ綺麗じゃ誰も放っておくわけないじゃないですか。
Chiani quickly replies.
なるほどね。なかなか楽しくやっているようだ。
Yuji-san nods. Excuse me? I should have questioned this time. Don't you have any objections to our playing in the band or touring around, Yuji-san? He laughs at that.
おじって立場上はなかなか言いにくいとこだが、個人的には悪くないと思ってる。俺だって柏原の家の子ってことで窮屈な思いをしたからな。サリナは俺以上に窮屈だったし、たまにはこんなこともしなきゃ人生つまらないだろ。
話がわかる人でよかったね。
Yoink. Kirara says to Kashiwara. Yuji-san smiles bitterly.
キラリちゃん、だからって今日のことはブログに書かないでくれよ。親父はこのことを知ったらなんで連れ戻さなかったって怒るだろうからな。
Somewhere in my mind I was thinking he might have taken us here to convince Kashiwara to go home, but I am relieved by his words. I heave a mental sigh.
ブログ見てくれてるんですか？
Kirari seems very happy and leans over to ask.
うん、見てるよ。キラリちゃんの文章はなかなか面白い。なんていうか、生きる喜びに満ちている。俺は文学部出身なんだけど、なかなかああは書けないと思うよ。
褒められちゃった。どうしよう。
Kirari looks bashful and pulls Chiani's clothes.
でもブログにはすっかり騙されたな。シカ子ちゃんってのは本当に女の子だと思ってたよ。
シカ君、本当に美人でしょ？
Still not working, I assume. Nope.
うん、本当だと思う。しかしこれはちょっと由々しきことだ。
Yuji-san looks serious.
ゆゆしいんですか？
Kirari seems to be on the same wavelength with Yuji-san. She's becoming really friendly with him.
そうともさ。てっきり女の子だけで健全に旅行をしていたと思ったんだが、まさか男が一人いるとはな。いくら寛容な俺でも可愛いメイが若い男と同じ屋根の下で何日も過ごすのには賛成できない。
それが大丈夫なんですよ。
It's Chiani who asserts that.
大丈夫なのかい？
Yuji-san doesn't seem convinced. I wonder likewise. Is it really?
はい、こいつ男にしか興味がないゲイなので
What?
一緒にいても絶対安全なんです。
What the fuck, man? Dude, girl! I'm confused for a moment. I guess you have to play along. I hate this lie, but I believe it's an experiment means to relieve his concerns. Yes, I am. It's a secret, though. It's cruel of you to reveal it now, Jishan. I don't know about you, but I decided to play along.
本当なの？
Yuji-san asks Kashiwara. Kashiwara slightly looks down.
はい、そうなんです。
Yuji-san keeps quiet without responding and stares at Kashiwara. She fidgets. I don't think he believes this excuse easily. He must know that's just an evasive explanation.
そうか。そういうことなら必要以上に取り沙汰することもないか。
It takes time, but he nods in the end. I guess it means he trusts Kashiwara and me.
それでこれからの予定はどうなってるんだ？
Gotta be a boyfriend? They look at the chair and she answers as our representative. She tells him we're running out of money and planning to go back. This trip is going to end.
なんだ。大胆なやり方で出発した割には結構簡単に帰ってしまうんだな。もう少し根性を見せられないのか？
Yuji-san sounds bored.
根性と言っても
Chiani looks confused.
やっぱりドラマや映画のようにはできないものなのかな。路上ライブをするなりバイトをするなりして金を稼いでみようとか、そういう根気はないのか。
そうは言いますけど、なかなか。
It's not easy to make money.
それをなんとかするのが若さだろ。
Excuse me, but do you want Kashiwara to push herself that much? You sound like you do. As I say so, he frowns.
難しい問題だな。無事に帰ってほしいのはもちろんだが、せっかく飛び出したんだから満足するまでやってほしいってのはある。これじゃあ何のために柏家がてんてこまいしたのかわからんからな。
すみません。
Kashiwara apologizes, but Yuji-san waves his hand.
いや、責めてるわけじゃないんだ。実際俺はお前が家を飛び出したって聞いて驚いた反面笑ったよ。おかしくてたまらなかった。子供の時から俺だって一度くらいそういうことしてみたいって思いながらできなかったからな。
As I'm listening to him, I start thinking he must be one of us. I know it's impolite, but I can't imagine him being a CAO wearing a suit. I never really sense his inborn nobility though. I mean, he basically smiles like us. A loser.
これはやっぱり血は争えないものなのかもしれないな。
Yuji-san exhales in resignation? Blood?
そうさ。サリナの父親、つまり俺の兄貴も相当な跳ねっ返りだったからね。その血が流れてるんだろうよ。
Since you mentioned a person I've never really thought of, I glance at Kashiwara. I can't get anything from her expression.
まあそれはいいさ。とにかく君らはこれで満足なのかな。もうやりたいことはないの？
沖
Kirari quickly answers.
縄行ってみたいんです。日本のロックのルーツの一つだから。
Then Kirari starts talking about Okinawa and rock she just heard about. Kirari is talking as if going to Okinawa is the bad an animal's wish. I don't know exactly, but the reason everybody doesn't interrupt her is that we all probably think we do regret if we go home and dissolve the band like this. I'm feeling something like that. I don't want to go to Okinawa, but as long as we can continue this trip for a little more, the destination doesn't really matter.
沖縄か。
Yuji-san thinks for a bit.
確かに音楽の盛んな地域だな。そういや、兄貴も沖縄が好きだったっけ？
I finally realized he uses past tense when he talks about her father.
そうなんですか？
It seems Kashiwara didn't know this.
まあね、あの人は海の綺麗なとこだったらどこでも好きだったが、沖縄にもよく遊びに行っていた。だからサリナも一度見ておいた方がいいかもしれない。
そうですか。
Kashiwara's sports tail off?
まあ見ておいた方がいいって言っても旅費をどうするのかってのが問題なんですが。
You weak little bitch. It's true. I know state performances in part-time job can make you can make some money, but the money won't be enough. Even if you perform all day and sell CDs, the earning will be barely enough for a stay at the hotel, and it's not really possible to find a job that pays us daily.
そういう困難をどうにかするのがこういう学生旅行の醍醐味じゃないのか？
That sounds a bit too hard, but he's right. I can't say anything back. After looking at this, he heaves a sigh.
じゃあ俺がバイト先を紹介してやろう。
いいんですか？
He nods and replies to Kashiwara.
まあ急に探してろくなバイトにありつけないってのはそうだろうしな。サリナが工事現場で肉体労働するわけにもいかないし、だから紹介してもいい。君たちやる気そのものがないってわけじゃないんだろ？
やる気はあります。
Kirara responds as soon as he finishes. We've looked for a part-time job before, we just couldn't find any.
わかった。それなら紹介しよう。
Yuji-san starts explaining about the part-time job. It's at the Hato in Okinawa. It's one of the Kashiwara group's Hato.
今はシーズンだからな。沖縄は慢性的に仕事不足だが、今ならバイトの手も足りないはずだ。雑用だとか飲食店のホールスタッフの仕事となるが、この中で飲食店のバイト経験があるやついるか？
Kirari and I tell him about their working experiences in the restaurant.
それは役に立つかもしれないな。もしやるんなら、そうだな。全員で6日間働いてくれ。そうしたら沖縄までの旅費と東京までの交通費くらいはやろう。その間はホテルの従業員用の寮に泊まればいい。かなりの好条件だと思うが、どうだ？
So our board's paying for living expenses for a little bit, and what we pay for Okinawa, and then back to. Okay, that is a very good deal, actually. Of course, we don't have any objections, so we nod.
俺の紹介だからって特別扱いはしないぞ。
That makes sense.
よし、わかった。じゃあそうしよう。
And Yuji-san takes out his cell phone and calls the manager of the Okinawa hotel. As he expected, it seems he needs some hands. When he says he's going to pay us, he'll say he'll welcome us.
すぐにでも来てほしいらしい。今日の夜のフェリーに乗ることはできるか？
The proposition is sudden. We have a plan to perform at the street tonight. But
いいじゃん、行きなよ。こっちはもう大丈夫。
the other band's members also encourages us, so we say yes.
よし、それなら決定だな。
You don't steal our fares and we get the fuck out of here. Shoo, shoo. Yuji-san talks about the details of our stay and hangs up.
ま、沖縄を楽しんでくれ。あれはいい場所だぞ。素晴らしい自然の景色が堪能できる。美女も多いし。あ、君はゲイだそうだから関係ないか。
Yuji-san smirks at me. That's it. Kira, Kira. Alright, I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on another one real soon.